Absolutely. You're tuning into Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. When y'all come in the chat, let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. So this individual is showing more and more that he hates America. He hates what it stands for. We already know that he's not of God. We already know that he don't have no representation of Christ. He believes that sin is the answer to the construct of what's going on in this country. You got a lot of people like him who love sin, who love to see demonic activity going on. They don't want no solution. They don't want to see people become productive because this guy never been productive in his life. He's never been productive. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm at the site. I'm at the site right now, so I got to make sure everything's on point. So this individual hates people in America. This guy is talking so much sin, so much rigor. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. Like I said, I'm at the site. So if I mute the mic, it's because I'm at the site and I have to, see what's going on and stuff like that, paying attention. So, like I said, this guy, he hates America. He hates people that want to live right and do right. It's like a lot of people like him, they just love sin. You got a lot of people in America, they love sin. And so later on tonight or tomorrow, I got some footage for y'all that I want y'all to listen to. Like I said, condolences to the family of Charlie Kirk. It's a very unfortunate situation. And I was listening to the representatives of Utah. We're going to get into that video real soon. Hear what they have to say, because they are really upset about this situation happening in their state. It can happen anywhere. And it goes to show you the compassion they have. And so I got a clip of Charlie talking about that a lot of these places that you go and pay for is scamming. So we're going to get to that. He was saying some things that's true. And a lot of these young people don't want to hear that. I realize that people in particular don't want to hear truth. They don't realize that man, he didn't go to school, right? He figured out how to become successful. And it's not to say if you don't go to school, you can't be successful. What it's saying is that there's ways that you don't know about to be successful without going to school, if that makes sense. Let me get this person out of here. I don't got time for games. I'm just going to block you. Since I don't have no moderators in here, I'm just going to block you. I don't got time for the foolishness. You know? Anytime I see anything like that, you're just going to be blocked. Like I said, this individual, people like him, they can't stand this country yet. He's under Section 8 voucher. He's in Section 8 voucher. This guy got multitude of kids. He cannot even provide for one of his children. Yet he got the nerve to disrespect this man that passed away, that provided for his lady, provided for his children, and went out there and try to get people to see where he's coming from and to see what they was coming from. He can't even do that. Nubreed cannot even do that whatsoever. He don't have it in him. He acts like he's for the people, by the people. No, he's not. Because if he were, he would be out there right now, go to DC and talk with those young people. He ain't gonna do it. He's gonna stay in the confine of that Section 8 and live off his woman for the rest of his days, of however long he got. And so a lot of you don't realize this affects all of us because he was a content creator. And it seemed like that people that watch you, stalk you, they want to see something happen to you because they don't want to have their life together. So instead of disagreeing and keep it moving, the guy that got apprehended, it's probably somebody else, allegedly. It's probably somebody else. It could be the long shooter. Time will tell. Time will tell. Now, I did see footage of somebody running away, and I did see a car go by as if nothing happened. So I believe they're going to look into all details in due time and find out what's really going on. So as we know of, they apprehended the guy. You know, Trump talked about it in a statement. They're more likely they caught the person. So a lot of people is talking about it. We're going to get to all the details, y'all. However, just want to say this guy, Nubreed, Global Lies, Nubreed Global No Truth, I call him. He is definitely promoting sin because that's all he's into his whole entire life. He's into sin, sin, sin. And they use the Bible, they use certain quotations and lie on the Bible at that, mislead the people to act like they care. That person don't care about nobody, just himself. And that's the truth. You can't take a person like that serious. You have a lot of these content creators, you have these trolls, you have a lot of people who can't stand you, just don't like the fact that you is speaking truth. So, how you doing, Rizza? What's going on? So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it later on. You know, down here in Florida, we send our condolences to the Kirk family. He was very well liked down here from the people I talk with. You know, it's a very tragic situation. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 2 minutes, y'all. Give me 2 minutes. All right, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, y'all? 1 second, 1 second. Hi guys, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Put a five in the chat if you guys can hear me. You're gonna hear somebody in the background talking to whoever they're talking to. So yeah, what's going on, C Rob? What's up? What's going on with you? Yeah, y'all, I'm at the site. So hello, I'm at the site. So I have to, be engaged and stuff like that. Anyway, so this guy, he hates America, yet he lives in the area of people he can't stand. Here's the thing, what you got to understand with these sinners. We can't live around sinners too long, y'all. The truth be told, we cannot be around sinners. Drive safe, Rizza. Drive safe while you're on the road. We cannot live around sinners. It's one thing that you're going to run into them here and there, and you just be cognizant and mindful. Living around them, we can't live around sinners. And so what's happening is that with this situation happening in Utah, because these guys were sensitive, because I think it's more than one person, more likely it's not. So we're going to go with what they say. It's one person that they know of. It's always normally two or three. Time will tell. You know, however, it be low vibrational people that want to take you out. Now, could it be true that it could be MLK? It's possible. It could be anything possible. I just think that a lot of people had it in for him because when they realized that he was telling the truth and they're looking at the debt that they're going to have to pay and the money is not matching the debt. See, these are the things that people don't want to talk about. Okay, now you go to school, somebody else either helping you or you're paying it yourself. It's going to take time to pay that stuff off. And see, they want you to stay at a lower state, regardless of the culture. See, when you get around important people and you see how things really move and really shake, it makes you realize that a lot of things you were taught were not true. And one thing he said in his speeches is that I'm not here to try to wake everybody up. He gets it. See, a lot of people gets it. Not everybody's going to wake up to what you're talking about, right? People rather be asleep and in denial. How you doing, Marissa Eldridge? Tell Mr. Eldridge I say hello. So we're in a state where these sinners are getting bold and they don't want us around. And you, the people, have to realize that's on point, that you have to spread this message. You have to let the people know, like, this is uncalled for. And it was good to see Utah didn't go into violence, didn't go into the usual. They prayed. They realized that there was a sinner amongst them, and that sinner will be dealt with. And see, this is what so-called black people are going to have to start doing. When somebody does something wrong, you have to call it out. It has to be justice. And if a lot of so-called black people do that, then people will take you serious. The issue is this individual loves sin so much, he advocates for the YNs to go against the military. Y'all have heard it from Ringo's live stream and Brainwave's live stream. You have seen what he say. He can't say he ain't say it because it's on his own channel. You have a lot of so-called black people want to see war, bloodshed, thinking that they're going to get into the kingdom. Well, more likely than not going to definitely get into the kingdom the way they're moving. And he said that it's up to so-called black men and black women that has a mindset to call out the low demons. These deities, these entities got to be called out. See, they call out their own people in a way that y'all can't understand their language. See, when it's a quote-unquote white-on-white crime, they deal with them differently. They're not going to tell you what they're going to do to them. So-called black people want to know what they're going to do with this person, that person. No. You need to figure out what's going on with the people that look like you and their sin. You can't worry about other sinners when you got sinners living amongst you. Because the ones that want to see you down the most is people that most likely look like you. And Nubreed hates a place that he lives comfortable in. Yet he can't sleep because he's not of God, he's not of Christ. He can't sleep. That's why he said he slept well when something happened to Charlie. Because these demons, these entities, they get off pause when they see blood. What's going on, Corey? What's up? We got a moderator member in the house. So all I'm telling y'all is that these people like Nubreed, Global Truth, which is no truth, is on demonic time. Don't mind the person. It is what it is. They're going to talk, they talk. So, like I said, when you move correctly, you have to understand and understand what's going on. So, hey, look, he does hate America. There's a lot of people like him that hates America, yet benefit off the taxpayer dollars to live their life in this country. Why don't he take him and those he claims he cares about to another country since it's so bad here? Since it's so sinister, like it's not sinister anywhere else. Sin has made places deal with what's coming to them. And see, the guy in Utah, the FBI, and the people that investigated the situation said, we gotta call us out. This is not a good look. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? So, look, I'm not going to be too long. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to tell y'all what my intake on these people like Nubreed, who is lying and stealing and just trying to capitalize off of sin with no solution. So appreciate those who support the platform. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll get into more of this situation. I got some material for y'all later on. So I'm gonna highlight y'all. It's too much going on, too much activity going on. And so to Corey, to Rizza, to Mr. Eldridge, and Mr. Eldridge, and to everybody tuning in, viewing the clouds, thank you for tuning in. Let me deal with these situations I got going on around me. Y'all be safe out there. If you're on the road, drive safely. Pay attention to the road. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're good. Get to your destination, appointed time. And I'll holler at y'all later on tonight. Brown Royalty to the people, we the business.